Hi, it's Melissa here, and I'm back with something a little bit different today. I wanted to share this baby album for Brielle, and if you've been following my blog or watching my videos, you'll know that I've been working on this monthly album. And so what I did was, and I did it with all three of my kids, even before I started scrapbooking, I did this with Sam as well. I don't know why I did it, I guess I was just interested, but on the date that they were born, so Brielle was born on the 15th of April, so every month after that, on the 15th of the month, I would take a photo of her, and it started out being like a photo shoot because she couldn't really move anywhere, and then it just came to me trying to capture a beautiful photo on that day. So this is her album. I have used Webster's Pages Sweet Routine, which isn't a baby product, isn't a baby line, but it worked really well with the monthly photos of her. So I'm going to show you now. This is a Grace Taylor album, and I would have got it at Spotlight a few years ago. And for the cover, I wanted to keep it really simple because it had this hole to put a photo, and I've just picked a photo of her. I can't remember what age that is. It could be 10 months. And I've just put a B on it, and it's from Dear Lizzie. It's a puffy letter sticker, or thicker. So this is the cover page, and I'm sorry if the angle isn't that great. My tripod's very small, so this is kind of the best that I can do. This is based on the first sketch reveal over at Stuck Sketches, and I haven't even posted mine over there. I probably should. So there's not much journaling on this one. It's pretty much the date of her birth, a couple of photos of her as a newborn baby. That one is straight after she's born, and these ones with Sam and Azaria are the next day. It doesn't matter to me that they're not taken on the day. I just wanted to have these three photos scrapped, and these three photos have been scrapped before, so that's why I was happy to cut them down and cut them out of the photo. So this is 1 month, and she's pretty tiny there. I just used a whole lot of strips. I think this may have been a sketch somewhere, I can't remember. And I added letter stickers or thickers from my stash because this collection didn't come with any. Well, not that I could get anyway. There's some vellum there with onesies on it. So some of the papers and the vellum and the little clips, they are from the baby collection. I can't remember what it's called. So I've just put her milestones on here. You might think there's not many milestones at 1 month, but if you're looking hard and when you're the mum, you notice everything about your baby. So there's definitely things that I could write down. This is her at 2 months, and pretty cute, pretty chubby. I think this is another sketch as well. The first few I made were based on sketches. I find it really hard to cut into a collection or a kit, so this made it easier just to follow some sketches. I added a doily from my stash, once again thickers from my stash. So that's that one. This is really a double page one. I can only show you one page at a time. So this is her at 3 months, and I was inspired by Paige Evans, who likes to spray mist over a doily and then take the doily away. And so I used gold colour shine, and I also used some gold tissue paper from my stash. And so this is 3 months, and she's real cute. And these ones I just had to scrap. I think this was Let's Get Sketchy design team layout. So I added, to keep it the same, I added the same tissue paper, which I've ruched here and stitched. And I added some Studio Calico feathers from my stash. I've done the packaging technique. Doilies once again. And that's some crepe paper, Maggie Holmes word. And I added some fabric. It's like fabric paper that I got from a bunch of flowers. And so I rounded the corners, and I just love it. And the journaling says chubby little arms and legs at 3 months old. I think it's gorgeous. And she's wearing this little tutu. You've got to dress them up and what people give you as soon as you can before they grow too quickly. So this one I made quite recently, and so it's 4 months, and pretty simple really. I added a gold doily, it's a Maggie Holmes one, some chipboard from the chipboard sheet, a journaling card, and that's a piece of vellum from the Sweet Routine collection. And what I did do was I took a photo every week as well, and then I put on Instagram the number of weeks and the details of what she was doing. So that when it came to adding my journaling for this album, it made it really easy. So this is 5 months, and some Amy Tangerine thickers, another journaling card which I've lifted up. Lots of journaling on this one. That little elephant came in the packet with the little white onesie clips. Another gold doily. This is probably one of my favourite photos of her. Just love it, it's so cute. So I love that with this album I've kept it to the same collection, and I was inspired by Jen Chesnick, who did that with her daughter. This one is 6 months, and this one has a process video, and I really struggled with this layout. I don't know if it was because of the printed background, but yeah, it's one of those times I wasn't really feeling it, so I added some texture paste, some splatters, lots and lots of journaling on this one, and she can't sit up at this point, but I kind of propped her up on her couch and took these photos. And I love this page, and you know, looking at it you wouldn't think that I would struggle too much because it's really quite simple, but sometimes you just don't have your scrappy mojo happening. So this one is 7 months, and this one I think may have been Let's Get Sketchy as well. I pulled in a whole lot of these flowers that I got from Artful Crafts that I hadn't used. They're not really normally my style, but they went really well with the kind of shabby look of this ribbon tape. So 7 months, I tucked the chipboard in, more chipboard. This is at a wedding, so I had 2 photos, and then I used that cut apart for there as well. Doily, and my journaling on a tag that I'd cut. This is 8 months, and it's December, so I wanted to make sure I had some kind of Christmas photos in there. This is one card, and I cut this piece off it and added the other side to here. I love these stickers. I had got some other sequin trim from Stampin' Up, so I was really keen to use that. And this is crepe paper vellum. I just kept the whole piece whole and used it as a background and sewed it onto some white cardstock. And now I had to do a filler page, and I'll show you why in a sec. So I decided to add a page about Christmas, so it's really not much. It's only a few days after this one, but I wanted to focus on stitching, and I used my silhouette to cut this. It's from the cut shop, and I backed it on some of the paper, and I'm not sure if, I think that paper may be from a hip kit. Anyway, I backed it for something else, didn't use it, so it went perfectly with this, and that gold in there is a piece of that doily that's cut off. And so the thickers are Dear Lizzie, and they must be probably my all-time favourite thicker, and they match so well with this. And so it's just a photo of Brielle and Sam on Christmas Day. And there's a process video for that one. This is 9 months, and these are not the greatest photos, but they're the photos that I have. So I wanted to do a grid style layout, and I made a mistake with my journaling, so I fixed it by just cutting a piece of paper, put a scallop punch on the bottom and wrote it on there again. These are Dear Lizzie thickers. They look like they've got sugar on them. I love them. And I think this one may even have a process video. This is 10 months, and I think this was playing along at Stuck Sketches, and I think I've got a process video for this one too. This one, I really wanted to use this paper that has the printed design on it, and I really worked it in to my design, and it made the little bee look like it was being close pegged at the top. This is such a cute photo as well, and yeah, pretty simple really, paper layers, a doily and embellishment. Now, so this one is, I think I made this one first, so this is 11 months, and I wanted to use, so this one, how does it work? Let me check. Maybe I didn't. Or did I? Yeah, so I made this one first, and that was that pattern paper goes all the way to the top, and that is the other side of it, is that printed one. So that's why I ended up, this had to go on a layout on its own, like a full page, and that's how I ended up needing to have a filler. So I love this one so much. This onesie vellum is from the baby collection of Wes's pages, and I kept it really simple. I had these 2 photos which I love, and just, probably this is a classic style for me, but I just love the clean and fresh look of the white, and then the blue paper with the white. These came in a paper bakery kit. I can't even remember who made them, but they're really sweet. I added this frame. That's a piece of chipboard that comes apart, but I kept it together and I just put Adore You with some letter stickers. Pretty simple, really. This one is her 1-year-old one, and yeah, it's the last page in the album. And I love this photo. Yes, I couldn't get a photo of her without her holding that hand cream, so I just kept it in. And it's telling what she's like at that age, just into everything. And so did the packaging technique, didn't wait for it to dry. There's a lesson there, so it's a bit warped, but it doesn't bother me. And now I just built my journaling and embellishment over here and a little bit here with the title. And I love how this one turned out on this butterfly paper, so I'm really happy with that one as well. So that's the whole album. There is a bit more at the back that I haven't done. I mean, I probably could do another one on there, but as far as I'm concerned, the album is complete. And yeah, it's taken me nearly 2 years because she's nearly 2, but that's okay. It's not about having to get things done, it's about enjoying the process. So I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I will be back again soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.